Good evening, friends. Good evening, viewers, and good evening to all my subscribers. I thank every subscriber for having reached a mark of 500 subscribers. I'm grateful. I'm also grateful to all my viewers for this motivates me to take up public issues and bring them before the people, particularly of this state, so that one can think, and you are free to pass on your comments to me in the comment column so that I can understand how people think about it and where they differ and how we can go forward to take public issues that public finally gets the benefit of it. Now, very recently, we know there were reports to say that there are amendments, rules made in particularly in the state of Gujarat, but it could have been in other states. The question arises is, I am speaking very specifically, is the Bharatiya Janata Party trying to throttle, suppress the minority institutions that have been the backbone of our nation in spreading education and quality education? It is well known that top leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party have come out with flying colors and standing up in society, not only in the nation but at international forums, who have been come out from these universities, schools, colleges that were run by the minority institutions. However, very recently, the Union Territory of Daman and Diu and Dadra Nagar Haveli, rules have been amended to such an extent where the grant in aid in the guise of trying to channelize subsidies, the primary, upper primary, secondary, higher secondary, all these grant in aids will be now under the strict watch of the government. My question first arises is this: are you trying to tell me, or is the party, I am specifically saying Bharatiya Janata Party policy, is it to take away the fundamental right of the minority institutions to run their institutions in the interest of public with good discipline, with quality education, which nobody can challenge it, with a few aberrations here and there, which happens in any scenario? The question now, by amending this, in the name of channelizing subsidies, crores and crores of rupees worth subsidies are there in different areas. It may be agriculture, it may be so many things, where crores and crores, it comes reported that the subsidies are misused and looted. We never hear very often that subsidies that was given to minority institutions as a fundamental basic right was misused. Now you are making it so confused. You are going in trying to not bother about quality education, but trying to see that some system, what system? Can the party or the government who intends to have centralized committees for the purpose of recruitment, can you point out that the recruitment done earlier by the management and is continuing to be done have been done out of favor without checking the discipline and quality of the one that is being recruited? It is a surprising and shocking situation that in your anxiety or in your zeal of trying to keep the minorities under check, you are throttling the very basis that this nation is standing upon of quality education. Now, by having a centralized committee to select the staff, maybe teachers, even the headmasters and principals will have to go through an aptitude test. These universities who have brought out these very people who are likely to be on the committee are now going to test those people who brought them out, flowered them, and therefore holding good positions. My request is, do not try, in the guise of trying to streamline subsidies, throttle, suppress, and crush the rights of the minority institutions to run their institutions in a free, democratic, principled way. If there is anything to be pointed out of a particular institution, definitely take it to task. But don't try to bring everybody into the net and make a mess of the quality education and the good discipline that comes out from these institutions. I'm not saying that non-minority institutions don't have quality and don't have, do not have a principled discipline, but don't play mischief. It will not help this nation. The nation has grown up on education, and I have no hesitation to say that the minority institutions have played a great role in framing and forming this nation. One thing this party should understand, I'm again saying it is a party because they are following the government that is in power, are following the programs and policies of the party. Though the sitting chief minister or that government may not be happy about it, but no one is prepared to leave their position against the party's policy. And therefore, I would like to remind this party that the subsidies and the right, there are High Court, Supreme Court judgments that no one can take away the right of the minorities to run their institutions in their manner, in their disciplined way, and in their quality of imparting education. Now, argument will be put forward by the Bharatiya Janata Party. If we are doing anything illegal, go to the court. So the minorities are going to go to the court, fight the court cases, or are they going to concentrate on imparting? So if everything has to go to the court, then why do you got a government? Let the court run it. 150 cases are already lying before the court, which are absolutely trampling constitutional rights in various forms. I will not want to go into that detail. Everybody knows it. The freedom of speech is in this. Every issue, by saying go to the court, which takes another 25 years to get a judgment. So, I have been also given to understand that some institutions, minority institution heads in Goa have approached the Chief Minister. And the Chief Minister has assured that he will not and he has neither any intention to interfere into the management of the minority institutions in Goa. Now, I would like to remind the Chief Minister that there is a well-known saying. I have no reason to doubt his intentions, but there is a well-known saying that the way to hell is paved with good intentions. I would also like to question the Chief Minister, not on his intentions and not on his desires, whether he has the backbone to stand up against the dictates of his party, which may come any moment. The three linear projects are before us. We know, I am convinced that the Chief Minister is not happy about these things. But it is a choice between his chair and principled functioning of the government. He's buckling down at the pressure of the, I think this is reported several times on various newspapers, that he is following, and it is also proclaimed by activists publicly that he is following the diktats of his policy that comes from the higher ups. So in such a situation, I am not confident about his convincing that he will not have, that he does not have intentions. I am not challenging his intentions. I am challenging that he has no backbone to stand up once the diktats come from his higher ups. Therefore, I believe that the government in the coming assembly session makes a categorical statement on the floor of the house, which can be also denied. Many things are at least some consolation to say that the Bharatiya Janata Party in Goa will never interfere into the rights, which is a fundamental right. The subsidies are not favors. That also is a fundamental right. It's a constitutional right. Therefore, I appeal to the Chief Minister, because I can see that no politicians have spoken about it, though it is reported widely 2-3 days ago in a very prominent newspaper. I am requesting the Chief Minister, as an Education Minister also, to make a categorical statement on the floor of the House that under no circumstances he will try to play backdoor tactics to suppress the subsidies or to interfere into the well-oiled, smooth functioning of the minority institutions. Thank you.